Susdai. How's it going? This is week number 7, I believe. We're into week number 7 now. Not a whole crazy lot happened this week, so I think this is going to be a short video. Some neat things that did happen though. I bought a fan. I finally purchased a fan. I got the most expensive one available, just 25 bucks. Otherwise $10. I figured go big or go home for something like this because it's getting hot. It is definitely starting to increase in temperature. And I don't so much think it's the temperature that's increasing, but the humidity that's increasing. I remember on Saturday, it just felt like I was hugged in a blanket of heat where it's been in the 90s in December, but now it's in the 90s, but wet. And it's noticeable. And it's only gonna get worse over the course of the next 2 months. So this guy right here is gonna save my life, hopefully, because it gets hot in this bedroom here and there's no escaping it. So that is life right now in Cambodia, to be continued. The other cool thing that happened is I finally got these. These are actual teacher shirts. So they got made. I got 4 of them. So 2 of these cream colored and 2 of the blue ones. Basically, they wear the cream colors Monday through Wednesday, and then the blue colors Thursday through Saturday. And I'm not ever there on Saturday, so I only wear the blue color twice, but I like the blue color, it's my favorite. 4 shirts cost $35 to have the tailor make, so that was also pretty cool and really inexpensive. I went with my school director. I don't know if they know each other really well, and I just got a sweet deal because of it, but I was pretty stoked on a very fair price. So those are the things happening. Now I look just like a regular teacher. I totally blend in at the school despite everything else about me. Yeah, but it feels good. The uniforms feel nice. It feels good wearing, kind of matching and coordinating with what everybody else is doing. In the classroom, personalities are starting to develop a little further. I'm starting to get a better understanding of which class is like what. I have some more ruckus classes, and then I've got some quieter classes. One of my 5th grade classes is absolute ruckus. 2 of my 5th grade classes, but one in particular, it's hard to get them to settle down and concentrate. Like anytime there's any kind of lull, they are just talking to each other. One kid definitely grabbed my butt the other day. There was markers in my back pocket and he was going for the markers. They definitely grabbed my butt. Yeah, that was a no. I was like, absolutely not. Same kid, after class, invited me to come eat koitio with him. He was like, teacher, let's go eat some noodles. So, interesting dynamic there. Pretty funny kid though. It was kind of cool going and eating with them because all the 5th graders were like, hey, teacher, come eat with us. It was, I don't know, exciting to be appreciated in that way. Yeah, personalities are developing. I've got some ruckus ones, and then I've got some laid back ones. But either way, they are elementary school kids, and they're pretty easy to handle. And ruckus here versus ruckus in the United States is a night and day difference. Let me tell you. Ruckus in the United States can get pretty bad. Here is just kids chatting, which isn't a big deal. Yeah. Ooh, in the 4th grade class, one of them, so I've started writing my own Khmer now. I can kind of write things on the board. I have to prepare ahead of time, so I write it on paper, and then I look at my notes, and I can write it on the board. And in one of my 4th grade classes, after I wrote down everything in Khmer, they all started clapping. Like, they applauded me. They were like, oh my God, he can do it. It was hysterical. So imagine a room full of fourth graders all clapping because I know how to write at a first grade level. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Ooh, and the other thing I did was I made a poster. I made a poster for feelings, which was fun. It was a good use of a Thursday morning. And the kids seemed to be paying attention to it. I definitely saw a kid writing the word nervous on his board today. Not sure if he knows what it means. I wrote all the Khmer next to the English words, so I assume maybe he knows. I also put all the faces next to that, so I would like to decorate my classroom with more posters, just because it engages the kids more, and then if they're off and they're not paying attention to class, which is often the case with children, their eyes can at least wander to more English words. Yeah, so that is definitely some more projects I intend to have going on over the coming weeks. So classroom's coming together. The other fun thing that happened this week is I went to a birthday party in Pursat Provincial Town. So this was my first time leaving my site since I got here in December. And that was nice. It was a nice little adventure. And I got to stay overnight too. So typically Friday night, you're not allowed to stay the night in anywhere unless you take the day off. But I got permission to do so because my teachers were all going. So it was like this huge birthday. I don't know who it was for. I asked questions and didn't get a straight answer. I think it was for one of the provincial leaders, like somebody who's a provincial leader in Pursat, because it was huge. There's tons of people, and everyone from my school went. But it was in the evening, so that's the thing, is with the Peace Corps, we're not allowed to travel during the nighttime. Yeah, it's a safety issue. So if I were to go, I couldn't come back the same night because it was 6:30 by the time we were eating. So I got permission because it was like a big school thing happening to go. And then I stayed in a hotel with some of my teacher friends. And then I got up early and came home the next day. So that was pretty fun. And it was nice to go on a little adventure. I'm talking with some friends in Pursat to go on another adventure in a couple weeks to Provincial Town and have kind of like a whole everybody meetup thing. So the first month we're not allowed to leave our site, and then the second and third month up until IST, we can go wherever we want to within our province, but we're not allowed to leave the province yet. So after IST, there can be more out of province adventures, but for now, this is what we got, which is okay. I kind of like taking my time exploring and getting my little feelers out there. So that was the most exciting thing that happened this weekend. I would say also one interesting thing that happened yesterday was my host uncle. I want to say he's my host brother because he's basically my age, so I'm going to call him my host brother, but he's my host mom brother, but he's my age. So he comes in my room and he's like, hey, you want to go swimming? And that's pretty out of character for him, and I think most Khmer adults. Usually I only see kids swimming in the river, but I'm like, heck yeah, I want to go swimming. Let's do it. But he's bringing a bucket of something, so I know there's some kind of ulterior motive. We get down there and he's washing his motorcycle. He's like, yeah, you pay $1 to get your motorcycle washed at a shop. You come down to the river, you do it for free. You don't have to pay any money. I'm like, that's hysterical. And then he's like, you want to wash your bike too? And I'm like, I guess so. Might as well. So washed my bike, he washed his motorcycle. Then we did do a little swimming. People swim with all their clothes on here. So, yeah, you know, I joined the culture and did not just wore my shorts and my shirt in. And it's nice. It's definitely nice getting in the water, especially as the temperature is rising. That is probably going to be something that happens more and more until, of course, the river is too high, because I think with the rainy season that's going to be happening. So yeah, something to look forward to. Looks like, yeah, I think that's about all I got going on this week. Definitely made the video longer than expected. Way to go. I sure milked that one. Thanks again for watching. Have a great week, and see you next time.